Was good, and I cannot stress this enough, my people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is King Musagi, also known as Will, and we're back with some more reaction videos. Listen, all right, you might think that, you know, your boy's skin is glistening, you know, he's got some good oil, a face mask. No, this is pure unadulterated sweat. I'm actually so scared to lift up my right arm purely because of how hot this room is. The UK has been disgustingly hot. Give me a second, let me get the weather up. It is 33 degrees right now in the UK. For the people that know, that is not good. That is horrible. That is so much heat for this fucky ass country for no reason. So sorry if you see your boy sweating. It's just, I can't help it. But we're back with some videos. We're gonna react to another Cloud9 video. Remember, this is just a reaction video. All originality goes to Cloud9. He was the original maker of this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to sub. A high percentage of you guys are not subbed yet, so please, if you don't mind, if you enjoy what you're seeing, hit a sub, hit the noti. In today's video, we're gonna be reacting to some snow bunny epidemic. It's just, they're everywhere. Now, some of you might wonder, Will, are you a connoisseur of snow bunnies? I guess you're just gonna have to wait and see. But I do like me some snow bunnies, you already know.
Evil snow bunnies have been plaguing the black community for years, even going back to slavery times, when Master's daughter had a strange fascination with the male slave. Just kidding, not really kidding, but that doesn't really matter because today we're talking about the evil snow bunnies, not just white women.
The evil ones.
Because there is a difference.
So these are the ones that, you know, they're staying with you, you know, they're providing for you. They might even lock you up with a baby, and then they gonna take your shit. They gonna take all of it. Unless you pull a Hakimi, they gonna have all of your stuff. So I'm assuming that's what the evil snow bunnies are.
Good white women that
Dr.
are
Umar,
matches for
he
black
warned
men.
us about
On the
this.
other hand, there are evil white women who want to take advantage of black men. And today I'm going to give you a guide and some signs to spot out these evil snow bunnies so you can avoid them if you are a milkman. Tip number one.
All right. Being an honorary milkman, this is probably the best time for me to learn how to not you know, fall for the snow bunny mind control. So let's get it. Cloud9, Dr. Umar, they supported me throughout this journey, and I hope that throughout this lesson I can become a better man.
These heathens are here for, because each of these things have unique reasons behind them. If you're an athlete, then most likely she's jersey chasing. She'll be your ride or die, hoping that you get to the pros, but if you don't, then oh shit, where does she go? On to the next black guy. She'll keep on doing this until she can finally live her dream of being a professional athlete's wife. Number two, they're rich. Self-explanatory, every girl loves a rich guy, especially when he can take care of you. You can be a cute little housewife making little TikToks about that too. You can buy all of the Starbucks frappuccinos as you want. Shop at Whole Foods and Target whenever. And when your man eventually gives you his credit card because he just honestly doesn't care, little TikToks about that too. You can buy all of the Starbucks frappuccinos as you want. Shop at Whole Foods and Target whenever. And when your man eventually gives you his credit card because he just honestly doesn't care no more, he's too rich. He be posting little get ready with me's too. I'm not gonna lie, it's the same type of. And the highlight of your life is making beautiful light-skinned babies that are also demons. I'm just kidding, they're not demons.
Yeah, nah, okay. As a light skin, let's calm down. Yo, you know what? My problem is that I'm scared to have a white wife, purely because I need light skin babies. I need my children to have some melanin in them, and I know my light skin ass and then another white girl, we ain't gonna have that. I might have to get a surrogate or some shit. I don't know.
They will be when they grow up, though. Go watch my last video if you want to know more about that. And three, if they have a big well, I mean, that's very self-explanatory, too. Plus, white girls just think that black guys automatically have slongs. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but at the same time, stop objectifying them. You have feelings,
honestly,
too.
yeah,
Not
oh
that you know why
God.
they want you. It would be way easier to navigate how to avoid the bad ones. Because, again, there are a lot of good ones that genuinely do like you for you. But we're not talking about those.
True. There'll definitely be some ride or dies. I definitely have seen. There was a time where like a bunch of like black girls were just really against like black men or light skins or just any melanated person being with white people, purely because they were like, you gotta stick with your own race. You gotta stick with the people that like you. Yeah, nah. And then that became a problem. Actually, let me close. Look, I had to open the window. Like it's so hot. Hopefully, I'm not doxing myself.
A lot lot of good ones that genuinely do like you for you. But we're not talking about those today because that video will be boring. We're talking about the evil ones. But here's the thing. If these evil snow bunnies get what they want, usually they won't cause you that many problems. But if they feel like they invested a lot of time in you and they didn't reap the rewards, that's when you got to be a little bit worried because they will crash out. And depending on your status and situation, it can either be a minor crash out or they accuse you of rape. Which leads me to tip number 2. Be aware of the accusers. See, snow bunnies are famous for falsely accusing black men of rape. Now, before we really dive into this section, I do want to say that not all of these cases are just accusations. Some of them have actually happened, and to the victims, I truly do feel for you and prayers out for you. And the people who assaulted you should for sure be behind bars, because SA is not something to play around with. That's a very serious issue, which is why it pisses me off so much when people lie about it. Because now we got to question the people who actually got SA because you went a lie to get a badge, which is exactly what we're talking about. Because if you have any athletic scholarship as a black man, you now have to be very wary about
dude, you gotta be careful. I think we gotta have like classes trying to teach people how to you know, be smart, you know, your love life outside of your career, because a lot of niggas, they get money, they get paid, they get fame, and they just start pulling dumb shit, like kind of like Zion Williams. So we just gotta be smart, locked in. Don't pull that bullshit.
If you by chance go to a party and you see a white drunk girl that's trying to hit on you, you need to abort mission immediately. As a matter of fact, just go ahead and leave the function.
Get out.
Because what she could possibly try to do is get you drunk and then take you to a room where both y'all will have y'all ways with each other. And then the next day when y'all wake up, she'll claim that she didn't know what happened, even though she was the person that got you drunk. Then the next thing you know, you're facing 3 rape charges, lost all of your scholarships, and every single white man in America is tweeting out on X, using you as an example of why black people shouldn't have rights. If you think I'm joking, this has happened multiple times before. Just ask brother Shannon Sharpe. Who's a former football player and a current sports analyst, who actually just recently signed a $100 million contract to talk about sports, which is life-changing money. Here's the thing, though. He wasn't the only one who realized it was life-changing money. The old snow bunny he used to mess with in the past realized it, too. And after Shannon decided to stop talking to her and she realized how much money he was going to start making, she decided to pull out her ultimate trap card and accuse him of rape. And the worst part about this case is that it's very obvious that it's false allegation. Because if you see the leaked text documents, it's very obvious that their relationship was purely consensual, and that she for sure wanted his big black babies in her. And the reason why I know this is because she literally texted it. Which, by the way, Shannon,
see, this okay. Another thing, you need receipts. If it's not one of the tips from any of this, you need receipts. You need receipts. You need confirmation. You need something. If you can get a video of them just saying, yeah, I consent to this, that's fine. If you can have any of that, preferably them sober. This goes both ways. Women, if you need, but to be fair, this doesn't really apply to women. Make sure you get receipts. You need to get consent. You need to get all them shiz, so in the future it doesn't come back to bite your ass. You know, that's really what it is.
Time out real quick. Why the f did you let this girl say this to you? You are a black man over 50 years old. You seen racial time. You was born a few years after MLK died, brother. You felt the tension. It's giving slave and master daughter roleplay. I'm not going. Even though the allegations seemed very fake, Shannon still had to step down from his job that he just got the contract for. And there is no word of him ever reclaiming his position. AKA, this evil snow bunny may have lost Shannon his job, all because he wanted to play in the snow. And if this evidence wasn't good enough for you, look into the story of Sean Oakman, one of the best football prospects of all time, literally lost all of his scholarships because of white girls. The moral of the story, stay away from drunk white women at parties. Matter of fact, if you see a drunk white woman at a party, leave the function. Matter of fact, if you know white women will have alcohol in the vicinity, leave the function. Matter of fact, if you see Pink Whitney around a white girl, just stay away. Don't go near a black man or just genuinely in love with snow bunnies, and they don't care about anything else.
Look how happy. Look how, man.
In love with snow bunnies, and they don't care.
Look how happy that brother looks. Look how happy he looks. God damn. Hopefully she hasn't destroyed his life.
Right, but at the same time, if you're so in love with a concept of something, oftentimes you'll look past the red flags because
that's
you
also
just
true.
Want that.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with my homies that like love goth girls. You may love goth girls, but will you love the mental trauma that they will put you through? I don't know. Sometimes it might be lit. Sometimes these guys are looking past the red flags like it's green flags, bro. I've heard people say, hey, I wouldn't mind her putting me in the basement. Like, what are we doing here? Like This is crazy, but hey, as long as the red flags are more than the green flags, that's good. Everyone's gonna have a red flag. It's physically impossible for someone not to have a red flag. No one's perfect. Only Jesus is. But yeah, no, I don't know about that.
Which leads me into tip number 3. Identify if snow bunnies are your weakness, aka if you're a spouse. Honestly, most of the guys who are like this are from the birds, I'm not gonna lie. But again, there's nothing wrong with dabbling in the snow. I mean, I used to dabble in the snow a little bit. I love black queens forever, snow bunnies sometimes. But it's not about dabbling.
Yeah, Dr. Umar
It's about
is
picking
pissed.
the right snow for you. But here's the issue: when you have a weakness towards,
See, I don't got that many views, so but like, if you know, my one and only, my sunshine is you know, watching these videos. I'm really into Asian girls. Yeah, so any Asian girls want to hit my line, I'm here for it. Yeah, I need me an Asian girl. So yeah.
snow bunnies, you're more prone to fall into their evil spell because these evil heathens are very good at mind control. For instance, we all had that one homie that would choose white women over anything. Like, you could put Coco Jones, Lotto, and Ruby Rose in front of him, he'll still choose a girl like Bobby Altoff over all of them. It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's always a specific breed of snow bunny that they love. You know, the ones that always wear aloe skins because they don't wear Lululemon no more because it's too ghetto. Whenever they post on IG, they're always just hugging their friends for no reason. Like, okay, brother, I get you love each other. Their favorite stores are Ulta, Zara, Garage, Aerie, and American Eagle. You can't ever forget about their mocha latte, that they always got to get from Starbucks, and they always take that Starbucks drink and walk around Target with it. I'm not gonna lie, I just got it on a nail. Also, shout out to my milk who helped me with this list because I did have to write this shit down. Keep making me.
Oh my god!
Boy. I ain't gonna lie, I expect light skin.
That is a pure milkman right there. That is, he's clocked in. He's in that. He's in that.
This build right here is a milkman's biggest weakness, and these brothers
holy moly
trap all the time. I mean, just look at the case of Shamik Moore. He was fiending over this exact type, except she was brunette instead of blonde. But the thing is that he never had a chance with Haley Steinfeld. The reason why is because she is dating or married to a 6'5" white quarterback who was making $250 million over the course of 5 years. But yeah, brother, you had no chance. Apparently, she was going
no chance.
Jordan in center. I mean, just look at their chemistry. It was off the charts. It really did look like they messed with each other, especially when she was spitting in his mouth. I don't think we can show that on YouTube. Please don't show that on YouTube.
Probably not.
Yeah, but I mean, they seemed like a perfect match until she turned him into a vampire. But see, prime example of why you can't trust evil snow bunnies. Talk to me, Dr. Umar. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. He trusted a white woman and she ended up sucking his blood instead of his meat. What a shame, man. What a shame. But also, before you try to date one of these girls, make sure that their family approves too. Because I'm telling you right now, her dad.
Oh God! Imagine you date like a girl. You're in love, and then they're just racist. Their entire family is just racist. Like, that is scary. The epitome of a get out situation. I mean, thankfully the world's pretty progressive now, but god damn, imagine you're just dating, she pulls up to her house, her dad sees you for the first time, he's like, ugh, you have to date one of them. Oh yeah, dude, you gotta get out, bro. You gotta get out.
Big ass truck, welds or has a Confederate flag anywhere in the house.
See that? Yeah, that's more American stuff. Like here, it's, you know, he's spitting on the floor. He's talking about Brexit means Brexit. You come in and he's telling like that immigrants are taking our jobs. Yeah, nah. Get out.
Front yard, brother, you are fried. Because the second you piss this girl off even a little bit, or God forbid you cheat on this girl, then that night there will be a burning cross in your front yard and they will be having a whole clan rally dedicated to you. And I'm telling you right now, my friend, that is not what you want. Also, if her dad is racist, then she might just be with you to piss him off, because white girls do that. They intentionally
might not actually love you. Might just be with you to get back at her dad. I get that. Yeah, that's the bar.
Just to piss off their dad if they have daddy issues. But daddy issues leads me into my next tip. Fourth and final tip for y'all is to stay away from the gutter bunnies. Oh dear God. See, gutter bunnies are the evil variants of evil snow bunnies. How is that?
If there's ever to be like an ick of like, not a style like that this and whole that, yeah, ghetto, yeah, no. Fuck no, dear God, it generally makes my skin crawl. What's that clip of the girl that's like, she's Canadian, and then she's like talking about like her leaving your mom in the hood or some shit, bro? Yeah, that, genuinely just upsets me in like an emotional and physical level. So ghetto bunnies might be just my worst nightmare, not because I'd fall for them, purely because, dear God, am I so just I don't even know how to explain it, bro.
I don't know, but they've made it possible. See, these type of girls are more in tune with black culture. They're the type to rap a young boy a little baby song, start to finish, without missing a single word. And they're also the type of white girls to wear weave in their hair and have a ratchet hood accent. Say for sure in their free time. And most likely they only like black men and will never ever date a white guy. Matter of fact, they get repulsed at the idea of a white man. And most of the time these girls grew up around black culture. But here's the thing with these type of girls. Even though they act like us, dress like us, and want to be like us, when it favors them, they'll switch right back into white girl mode. Like, they're the type to beat on their boyfriend and then go crying to the police like he beat on them. But of course they're finna believe it because she's a white girl.
On God.
And the man she's talking about is a
she just got to take her weave out. She's scot free. Like, what?
Black dreadhead with shiesty and a Hellcat. Now, at the same time, like I said with the snow bunnies, there are good versions of these girls. A lot of gutter bunnies are really cool as shit. I'm not gonna lie. But again, if I kept on talking about those type of girls, this video.
You know what? Good point. I've personally only been presented with the bad versions of ghetto bunnies. I've never seen like an actual like cool down to earth one. So maybe I could be proven wrong. Maybe they're not all bad. But dear God, have all the ones that I've seen or met, my worst nightmare.
Will be boring. So let's talk about the evil ones, because most of the time these evil ones are bops too, and that's the worst part about it. Like, I know a gutter bunny with 40 bodies, multiple trains ran on her, considered to be the throat go to my city, and got slurp and burp badge on Hall of Fame.
Oh my God, slurp. Oh my God. The what?
I'm not joking. Like, this isn't, she's insane. That's not even the only girl I know like this. But the thing you gotta watch out with these type of girls is that they oftentimes carry diseases because they're such goers. And most of the time they love black men so much that they don't really care if they wrap up before they go inside them. So really do be careful around these women. I'm not gonna lie, they'll get you caught up. I remember I was talking to one gutter bunny in hiding one time, right? Everything was going good, and I thought I was gonna get into a relationship with this girl. Until one day we was in the car and she was showing me her DMs. And I seen this random guy that I knew, and I asked her about it. And she said that he's been trying to fuck her for years, but she wasn't going and she barely responds. They were best friends on Snapchat. But at the same time, I didn't really care, because even though I was thinking about getting into a relationship with this girl, I wasn't tripping if we didn't get into a relationship. It was that type of situation. Everything was cool after that until literally the next week, I heard a rumor that her and that guy were crushing on the low. So you know what I did that night? I asked her, yo, keep it a beam with me. Are you and this guy fornicating? When she responded with, are you sure you're not gonna tell anybody? I ain't gonna let that girl finish. I ain't gonna lie immediately. But the worst part about it is that when I asked this guy about the situation, not only did he say they was crushing for a minute, but he also said that they was doing it wrong. So not only were you lying to me, but you were also putting me in a very dangerous position. Because what if Brody got a disease?
Wrap up. Just wrap up. That's all you gotta do. Just wrap up. Don't do it raw. Only raw if you're you're planning for a child, or B, if you're comfortable in the relationship. That's really it. That's the only time that raw will work. Because if you're comfortable if you're comfortable in the relationship, you're comfortable that they won't do anything with anyone else. You're comfortable that they will, if they don't want children, they'll take birth control or any type of thing to prevent babies. And thirdly, it feels good. So it's better, to be in a relationship and actually feel good. But yeah, raw out of the gate.
And then you gave it to me when we was kissing or some shit. What are we talking about? Like I said before, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of milk, but you just got to make sure that it's not spoiled, or just get AIDS, or get an accusation, get arrested, or get a cross in your front yard. But that's all of the tips for me. Now it's Zeph's turn. Take it away, Mr. Fire.
No, the Kira poster. I see you, bro. Boy, if you don't get...
Boy, y'all, it is your friendly neighborhood snow bunny connoisseur. And I'm here to continue what Cloud9 was talking about. And I'm here to tell y'all right now, snow bunnies, no matter what race you are a threat. Exhibit A, Krillin in Dragon Ball Z. Now, if you know Krillin, he's a pretty weak guy. He couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag if he tried. But he somehow pulls this.
Yeah, Android 18, bro.
This 10 out of 10 blonde snow bunny queen, Android 18, gives him the kiss on the first link to my boy trying to go crazy. But sadly, it does not pan out that way, because this man received one kiss, one. And just that one kiss was enough to put him under hypnosis. And this is exactly why I'm telling y'all, these white women are dangerous. Just that one kiss made him sacrifice the entire planet just so he could get a sliver of some poom poom. And look at this man, what he does it. He's like, hey 18, you miss me? Nobody misses this. And if you've seen Dragon Ball Z, you know the destruction Cell was doing after this. Snow Bunny hypnosis causes damage on a global scale. Whether fictional or not, we dead had kingdoms back in the day.
Bro, we had like Luke Skywalker. And the thing is, yeah, I get it. Snow Bunnies are mostly like under are more for like black guys, them going after black guys. But dude, you saw what she dressed up as. Bro, she came up to Luke and was like, Luke, we can't do this. By the way, I know I've been trying, but what? No wonder Luke became what he became. Like, I don't blame him.
Attacking other countries just as
wars back in the day were fought over women. There was wars back in the day. Imagine if, you know what? No, I was gonna say, imagine if that should happen now. I'm thinking like, no, I was gonna say, imagine if the women that are here now were back there, that it's over. If we had Big Lotto back in the day, I don't think the world would survive. I think wars are gonna get started.
To cure their white royalty.
People are gonna die.
Yes. Used to go to war for some pussy. We can even go to movies too. I know y'all all seen this scene from Sinners. Mary did that man stack so bad when everyone in the bar tried to warn him. I would have seen him get bit down and reacted like, I knew it. And I'm telling you, even if you think
shout out Soluminati, bro,
strong enough to resist it, you are not. All those superheroes that be raging for no reason, what calms them down? A white woman. King Kong going berserk in New York City. What did he want?
Woman.
A white woman. It don't matter who you is. Even LeBron got tempted. Like, oh, hell no, man. I'm done, bro. I'm giving it back to my boy. Thank you for having me.
Besides that, if you like how I yap, go tap into my Twitch for more daily.
Shout out Cloud9. You know, give him a sub, give him a like. Always like your vids. But yeah, it's nobody mind control. Gotta be careful with it. I don't want this video to go too long. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, don't forget to sub. I'll be here maybe next week. I think next week I go on a cruise. You might see a video that was recorded this week but be uploaded next week. So hope you enjoy that vid. I will catch you guys when I catch you. Don't forget to stay blessed. Enjoy yourselves. Love. Peace.